Hello all. So those who are following me on the LinkedIn, they might have seen this post. So I'm initiating a project competition. It is again, the title says like it's Angular project competition, but like web technologies, either you do it in React, Angular or Vue, any technology, or even simple JavaScript also, whatever the technology you know that you can use. So the purpose of this is like those who are learning, again, like this is not for the experienced one. We know like you will be able to do it, the code you write and the UI, it will be on another level. But this is mainly targeting for the fresher who are learning. So I just wanted to have a platform where you can showcase your skill. Obviously, it's a competition. So let's say one or two winner will be there. We will get, you might be knowing like I run some batches also. So you can sit into my batch also. Or if you need, we can either a batch or you can get a gift also from me, right? So it's a simple competition where you need to, I have created some APIs. So the project I will explain later, but first some conditions are like you should be fresher. If you are an experienced one, you can obviously participate, but it will be unfair to fresher who are in the learning phase. So majorly it is for the fresher or the learning phase people only. So you can participate. I have created a URL also. This URL, just to participate, I have created a WhatsApp community. You can join in that, and we will be communicating related to that competition in that particular community only. Now, you are free to use any AI tool to generate the UI, but just take a help of it. It's not like every project, a complete UI and complete Angular project, you are asking ChatGPT or any Bolt AI or any cursor, any tool you are asking to generate it. Because we are going to check your code also. By looking at the code, we can definitely say like this is automatic generated, right? So try to write it. You are free to take a help of AI tool, but it should not be like completely you are relying on that. So take this competition as a platform where you are going to use whatever the skill set you know. Let's say you are good in designing, let's say you are good in programming, whatever you are good at, try to explore that, right? And what do we say, it's not like just completing the project. The basic rules and regulation I will be showing, but apart from that, going above that also, you can implement so many validation and so many UI dynamic things also you can do, right? So API which, or the project which I have created, has so many scenarios. Some I have mentioned, some I have not mentioned, so that you need to figure out, and you can use it also. So once you build your project, you have to host it somewhere so that other will be able to vote it. It's not just me. So, whatever the subscriber or others are there, they will check your code, or they will check your application, how, what design you have done, how project structure you have created, everything they will be able to see. They will test your application also, and community owners only will be providing the votes. So like that we will select the winner. Fine. Now coming back to your project competition, like what's the project? So I'm considering employee onboarding system. Consider like an IT company. I'm taking employee onboarding system because everyone, considering fresher and experience, everyone is familiar with this idea. Either you can say employee onboarding system or management system, anything, right? So consider an IT company where you need an application where what are the new employees joining to our company? We need an application to store his data, means employee onboarding. So that is this application. It's a role-based application. Employee will be able to log in and HR will be able to log in. But there are some flaws also. So you can see this is a role-based application to manage employee onboarding process. The system is designed with two primary roles, HR and the employee. Means either HR will be able to use this application or the employee. So obviously login and the registration part is there. So HR will be able to create department, designation, and employee, right? An employee will only able to complete certain details like profile and post details. Fine. Now coming back to the role. So if HR is logged in. So what HR can do? He can create the department. He can create and update the designation. He can create the basic employee information. He can view all the employees with filter option and everything. And he will have a dashboard also where he can see total employees, total recent employees, profile completion, everything. Now employee flow. If what will happen, HR will create the employee. Okay. Once HR create the employee, he will store the basic detail. But after that, let's say logo, bank detail, employee experience, profile summary, right? Remaining things employee has to update. So HR will create the employee, then employee will be able to log in after creation of his employee record. In his login, he will only able to update certain field like his image, his work experience. His work experience is multiple. For one employee, we can have more than experience, right? So that single to multiple scenarios also here. Profile summary. You might have used Naukri. So in Naukri, you can see profile summary. It will be a text box or a text area. But instead of using normal text box, you can convert it into a rich text HTML editor also, where you can bold something, ULLI, you can add it. So this is also you can use. Bank information, single bank information, right? And remaining detail, which are only editable by the employee, that will be read only. Okay. So if you log in with employee, some information you can edit, some information will be disabled. So that role based login we say, na, if one role is there, we get to see some information is disabled, read only mode. That scenario is there. Again, coming to the tech stack, you can use Angular, React, JavaScript, Vue.js, whatever you are familiar with. We just want to complete this project. Again, it's not limited with Angular, but most of my subscribers are related to Angular. So that's why Angular is the first preference. Now, what other scenarios are there? So dependent dropdowns are there for department and designation. It will be via API. And in the employee object, you will see state and the city is there. So this you have to do it on the static side. This is string data type only. This is for dropdown. Let me show you the API. So API will be hosted. API, you can use it from motoparts api.zerastim.in. So here you can see all the APIs, whatever you are going to need. So if you see the employee object, create, see over here, where it is department. Yeah, so department and the designation, you can see it is ID, means these are a foreign keys. And here you are going to get all the department from department master. So you have master API over here. So whatever the data you get from the department, let me show it also. See, department, you will get it over here. After that, you will have a department dropdown, then dependent dropdown of the designation, because in the designation, you have, what do we say, child designation in a particular. Let's say you create a department. Let me show you this also. Okay, I didn't insert the data, but let me show you the object post. So you can see in the designation, we have designation ID, department ID, and the name. So department ID is the foreign key. So you will have a dependent dropdown. You will first select the department. On change of department, you will call another API to get the department designation. So that dependent dropdown scenario is there for department designation. But we have state and the city also. Now, if you see the object of state and the city name and the state name. So these are string. So for this also, you can go with the normal text box also, but it will be more innovative if you create a state dropdown and a state array and the city array, and do that dependent dropdown on the UI side. So there you have to showcase your skill set, like how do you manage the dependent dropdown thing on the Angular or the UI side. Fine. So dependent dropdown is there. Dynamic validation is there. So if you see it, where it is, document type. I think I didn't updated the latest API. Yeah, sorry, it is here. So here you can see we have verification document name and the verification document number. So let's say in verification document name, you can show the dropdown like Aadhaar card, PAN card, or driving license. And if you select Aadhaar card, in verification document number, you have to add a dynamic validation rule for Aadhaar card number. If you select PAN card, so you have to add a dynamic validation for document number, right? I hope you are able to understand that. Conditional flow, show spouse name if required. So we have a married field. Yeah, marital status. So no, it should not be 0. Again, I will check it like why it is 0. So, but it will be like yes or no. If you say, then only spouse name will be mandatory. Otherwise, it should hide or show her also. That scenario is also there. Then show experience tab only if it is applicable. So as I said, experience tab will be there. User employee will be able to add his experience. But if he's not a fresher, so we have a flag is fresher. So if this flag is true, then only in the employee login, you have to show that experience tab. Otherwise it will be hidden. So this flag HR will create. HR will, while creating employee, he will set the flag as is he fresher or not. If he is fresher, then only that experience tab will be visible. Otherwise it will be hidden in the employee login. Then employee code. So over here, you can see employee code is there. This you need to generate on your side. So it can be something with unique format with EMP starting, then use mobile number, email and date or something unique employee name you have to generate, because these are the thing which are normally get asked in the machine test in the interview. So that only I have included rules and regulation. So you are free to use any AI tool, right? But you should be able to explain the code also. CSS framework, other you can with Bootstrap, Tailwind, Material, or PrimeNG, whatever you feel you can use it. Follow the good programming practice. Don't use any. Create class interface. Create reusable component. Right. Set up your folder architecture properly. Create constant file services, environment, custom pipe, custom directory, whatever you can. Right. It's not just completing the project. You have to learn it also while doing this project. Something you need to explore it also. So we got 17, 18, 19. Some new things are there in from 17, 19, 18. Signal, RxJS, sorry, Signal, Rx, the HTTP resource, right? Control flow statement. Try to use that, because ultimately, if you are in the learning phase, somewhat after some day you are going to give the interviews, right? So these are the things they are going to ask. And host it your project on GitHub pages, Netify or the version, anywhere, whatever the platform you are familiar with, you can host it. Fine. So again, like just an image, what same thing what I have explained, I have just created a image of it, right? So these are kind of a dependent drop down, employee dashboard will be there, right? So just a mock-up design I have created. Okay. So let me just show you how many registration till we have got. Just open my WhatsApp. I don't know, like so many people have registered, but all are, some of them are working also. Where is that group? Let it load. Yeah, this is the group what I'm talking about. So here you can see so many member have already registered. So around 244 members already registered. It's not just registration, they joined the group, but almost so many of them are working also. Fine. So I will provide the link of this particular group to join. You can check the video description. You can join that. I will share all this detail and the API endpoint, everything in that group only. You I will provide the deadline also. Once I provide the API, from that deadline will start. So let's say we will have 1 or 1.5 week to complete this. That will be enough, because we don't have so many page, but just rules and scenarios are multiple. So for that, I'm giving the time. So max it will be like one week and 2-3 days it will be there. Okay. Once you complete that, you need to share. I will create a what do we say, Excel. There you can share your URL, hosted URL, and your repo name, so that other can check the your live URL and they will vote it also. I'm going to create a application to vote it also, so that other can vote your application also. Those who will get the max vote, that we will call it in as a winner. But again, we will check the code and everything. Fine. So I hope you will take it as a positive way. Don't just focus on the winner part. Even though you have just started learning, try to participate. Doesn't matter, like you will be able to complete and you will make it very with the advanced level, not required. Even if you are a fresher and even if you are completing, that is also good, right? Fine. So that's it. If you have any question, again, you can in the group, you go to the participant, you will find my number. You can directly connect with me. In this group only, we will be connecting also daily or alternate day. If you have some doubts related to API and everything, all communication will be shared over here. Fine. So that's it. Again, like, yeah, I think I have almost covered everything. Fine. So let me know if anyone having any question or any doubt. You can connect with me on LinkedIn or the WhatsApp group also. Fine. That's it. Let's see you soon.